Hello my friends, how are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is time to show you my newest creative pack, Lines of Light, and also share a lot of secret sauce on how to use overlays. Here's a little teaser. Boom! And we're back in Affinity Photo, and before we get started, I want to share with you that I created this pack with 3 goals in mind. The first one is to have a pack that is very easy to use, and you can use it on all of your devices, on PC desktop, on Mac desktop, on the iPad, also on different kind of software, any kind of software that accepts overlays. The second one is that I wanted to have something that is very versatile in the way you can use it on different kind of pictures, on different kind of genres of pictures. And the third one is to bring your photo editing into the pro game, because overlays are the secret weapon of professional photo editing. A lot of the cool and amazing things you see in pictures are actually not done in camera. They are done in post with these kind of special effects, and overlays are a super important and central part of these special effects. And this pack is a really good starting point, but it also is a really good point for some people who are more professional, who are more advanced in their photo editing, because they are still amazing looking light of lines pack, kind of light effects here, as you will see in a second. So let's get started here and have a look at that. By the way, also, this pack is so easy to use that this is basically the online course on how to use it. So overlays are basically JPEGs, and in the pro version of this pack, you find 170 different overlays. Now, as you can see here, for example, this pack here has 60 items in them, but it has 15 different designs actually. The reason for that is, as you can see here, I have created a design and then I made 4 different color variations for this pack here. And what I also did is, for example, here, is that I created multiple overlays on just one JPEG. So this counts as one overlay, although you have 6 different overlays that you can place in your pictures. And you can see how I created these smaller usage elements that you can then combine. So this is more versatile for any kind of photo idea you have, right? Also, I have created these kind of build kits in this case here, where you can connect the lines together to just prolong them and create a line that fits your design by just cutting out different parts and combining them, right? Let's have a look at the other packs here. So we also have this kind of amber pack. This one has this beautiful amber light that has a little bit of the idea of sunset in it, or a little bit of the fire. So it's very warm, it's cozy, it's very lovely. It goes very good with studio photography, but also with photography that's more in the outside, in the nature, because of this kind of natural look from the colors. Then another set we have here is these white lights. As you can see here, there's also 10 different designs in here that come in basically 50 overlays, because they come in 5 different color variations. And here also sometimes, like here, I made an overlay where you have 2 lines in them, so you can select one of them. You can also use both of them in the same overlay. And as you can see here, they simply have different kinds of color variations in them. And then, of course, we also have one that has finer lines in them, which are also very beautiful. And you can very beautifully combine all of them together into a design. So I want to look at that. And you can see that this is very easy to use, because the only thing you need to do here is to place this into your photo that you have already taken, right? So you can do this in 2 ways. On the desktop, what you can do is simply grab the picture and drag it in here. By the way, these pictures are all very high resolution. So you can see, for example, this one here, if we go here to the properties, you can see that this is 4000 by 4000 pixels, while the other one, this one here, has 5000 by 3000 from the resolution. So they are pretty high resolution. You can also use them for print. So now that we have this layer in here, the only thing you need to do is to switch over to lighten as an effect. And you can see how immediately we get a really cool light effect here that you can now move any way you want in your picture and create any kind of design that you want to have for your picture. So let's create a really nice design for this lady here. She's also this part is also a picture of my weekly challenge that I will review tomorrow. So if you have time until tomorrow, you can look at this picture, what I create, use the pack that I provide for you today, and create something similar if you want to. So let's, for example, use one of the amber effects here. Let's go for one of the bended ones. Let's go like this. This one looks good here. So you see, I just drag this in. By the way, the second way would be to go to File and then select Place and select the file and just place it in here. Again, we switch this over to Lighten. And you can see here in the original picture, we have some orange light here on the side. So I'm going to rotate this and also resize this and bring this up here. And already we have a pretty cool light effect behind the girl with this kind of bokeh effect a little bit in it. So that's pretty cool. You can make this small or big any kind of way you want, any kind of design you want to have. And also, if you want to, you can use liquify or any kind of other effect to bend this in a different way. Let's go here and select something from our other lines here. For example, the wider lines. Let's go, for example, with this one here, because we already have blue light in here. So let's use this. Again, we go here. In this case, you see that Lighten is nice, but it makes it a little bit too dark. So here is also a little bit of secret sauce. Try out, for example, Screen or try out Add. You can see that both of them make the light overlay a little bit brighter. And so I'm going to move this around a little bit. I want this to go up here and then behind her. You can see now this is in front of the face, but that is not a problem for us because the only thing we need to do in that case is simply to create a mask for our overlay here and then use a brush, and you can simply then paint out the effect where you don't need that. You can see just like that. We will also adjust the color here a little bit. So the way we're going to do that, and you can see this is very easy, is to go to Adjustment and then we will select Selective Color. Really important here. Then drag this in here like so. And now simply look at the color here. You can see, okay, that is blue. So I go to the color blue and then I will adjust this. Just move around these levers until you're happy with the colors. You can see, okay, I reduce magenta. I get this kind of nice bluish teal light here. So that's very beautiful. That's exactly what I want. Very nice. Okay, cool. So we are almost done, but what we want to have is a little bit more dimension. So I want to have also some lines, some light in front of her. So let's use a second one here. Which one might be good? This one, for example, here. Let's move this in here. Again, we're going to switch over to Screen as an effect, and then we will simply resize this and scale this, and let's see what would be good. We can also, of course, flip this over if we want, so you are very free in using this. So let's flip this to the other side, just so this bend is going in the other direction like that. That looks amazing. Okay, again, we're going to go in here and we are going to select our selective color adjustment, put it onto that effect here, again go to blue, and as before we are going to reduce the magenta part. And do we need to play with cyan? No, we don't. Pretty awesome. So as you can see here, in seconds we have created a really cool look for our image and adjusted it in the way we wanted. And to create this with real life smoke, with real life light situations, would be incredibly hard, but in post with our super cool special effects, as you can see, this takes seconds and you have exactly the result that you want to have. So you can see this is super easy. And like I said, it works on all kinds of devices and any kind of software that can work with overlays and blend modes. This is how easy it is to use this pack. Check it out. There's a free version. Also check out my live stream tomorrow where I will review your work. I will link the challenge below and also the live stream and of course also the pack. So there's a lot to look at and I hope we see each other tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.